Guys, Merry Christmas. We're coming to you live with our dear friend, Adam Montequilla Lopez.
Affordable Dentures proudly presents Adam Montequilla Lopez.
Dude, I'm sorry, brother. I have to tell you, your intro is straight fire, brother.
It is. I'm a huge fan of it.
Oh, God bless you. And we're a huge fan of you, my friend. God bless you, brother. And even though you do resemble the red M&M there.
I do.
On some of those photos. You do. It's true. Oh, it's true. But I tell you what, guys, Merry Christmas to all of you guys. And I tell you what, there's no better group of people I'd rather spend Christmas with than you guys, coupled with my dear friend, all-round badass dude, Adam Montequilla Lopez. Adam, how art thou? And Merry Christmas to you, sir.
What's going on, guys? Merry Christmas, you guys. Merry Christmas, Joseph.
Oh, I tell you what, brother. It's the gift that keeps on giving. All glory and honor to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Yes.
But we're going to start things off with the best Kenyan accent that you will hear today.
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
All right, man. I need to share this with you, brother, okay?
Just when I thought my Christmas was going to be perfect, the Kenyan accent had to show up.
Oh, brother, you know what? Don't be jealous, dude. It's all right. One day you'll get there, man, okay? One day you'll get there. Ching out, man. I tell you what, can you see this? Can you see this, Adam?
Let me turn my phone sideways so I can zoom in.
It says, and this is from Sean M., and this guy's a troll and just an idiot fanboy. And he says, Usyk is the fighter we all wanted Lomachenko to be. Both exceptional, but one reached godlike status, and the other fell short.
Let me see. Let me read the comments because did not.
Well, hold on. Here's the most important part. And because Tim Bradley came on and said, I'm going to pull this up. This is amazing. And so Tim Bradley is on here. I'm going to play what Tim Bradley has to say, right?
Yeah.
And this is what Tim Bradley had to say. And this guy with the terrible fan take.
All-time great shit.
Here, listen.
First of all, I'm going to start, and I'm not even going to talk about the fight right now. But yeah, all this all-time great shit that's going on, all-time great. Are you kidding me, man? Look, recency bias. Just because he beat the two best heavyweights of this era does not make him an all-time great. Usyk, that's what I'm talking about. Usyk, he is not an all-time great. Y'all need to stop with that. Literally has 7 fights, fought 5 guys in the heavyweight division. Okay, I can understand he got accolades. He cleaned out the division at welterweight. Not at welterweight, my bad. He cleaned out the division in the cruiserweight. I get that. Now he comes to the heavyweight. All right. I would say somewhat, I wouldn't say clean out, but yeah, he beat the 2 best guys in the division, right?
Yes.
And now y'all saying he's all-time great. No, he got like 22 fights. Come on, man. Wow. Y'all need to stop. Man, y'all need to stop it. He a legend in his own right. But all-time great, y'all tripping.
Okay, well, that's what Tim Bradley had to say. And this is what Mr. Terrible Fan Take, Sean M., had to say about Tim Bradley. he says this, and this is the truly one of the worst takes that we've seen all year. And he says, classic example of an ex-fighter that has no idea about boxing and what they are watching. Beyond stupid. These idiots get commentary work and interviewed because they were decent fighters, but the majority are thick as feces. Don't waste my time. Ouch. Adam. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Dude, saying that Tim Bradley, I'm going to repeat this, right? Classic example of an ex-fighter that has no idea about boxing and what they are watching. This fanboy is not only offended that Tim Bradley basically was, hey man, this guy's not an all-time graded heavyweight. That's like, yeah, he's a great fighter. He's a future Hall of Famer, first ballot, but all-time graded heavyweight. And this guy starts criticizing Tim and believes he knows what's going on in the ring better than Hall of Famer Tim Bradley, 2-division world champion. Adam, is that not the worst fan take that you've read all year?
Yeah, I mean, I really want. I think Tim Bradley brings up a good point, and you even told me you were saying. I think recency bias is a huge part. I think a lot of people want to witness greatness, and they want to say, "Oh, this is great, and wow, I really did see the greatest heavyweight of all time." I watched a bunch of his fights. I watched him do the fucking not Super Six, the tournament where at 190 he won that. Then he comes to heavyweight, beats Joshua twice, beats Fury twice, and it beats Dubois. And everybody wants to say like, I got to witness that he is the greatest. And I think you explained it very well to me. You were like, dude, if you really look at it, he wouldn't have beaten Joe Frazier. Like in an era like the 1970s era where everybody was a dog. Like there was guys that were really good that weren't even in the top 10, but they were still better than the recent guys we have now.
Okay, let's just look at the 90s. Okay, so you remember watching the 90s live.
Yes.
That's right up your alley, right?
Yes.
The 90s.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to rattle off some names. You tell me if Usyk beats them or not.
Okay.
And once again, these guys aren't considered all-time great heavyweights.
All right.
In fact, some of them didn't even win a major world title during that era.
All right.
Right?
All right. I want the chat to also get involved
yeah,
with it.
guys, chime in. Once again, we want to hear from our extended family, especially Adam. He loves you guys. So please join in the fun, shall we? Okay, so first one, Ibeabuchi.
Ooh, I think, damn, that's a fucking tough. He's so big, so fucking massive,
undefeated, retired undefeated,
but
beat
also
David Tua in his prime.
Yeah, also a maniac.
Well, you know what? That's what made him dangerous.
Yeah,
he knocked out Chris Bird.
Yeah, fuck, dude.
He was the very first one to hand a prime David Tua a loss, right? And one of the greatest fights we've ever seen on Boxing After Dark, HBO.
Yep.
Okay, so who wins, Adam?
Fuck, dude. I want to say
Ibeabuchi knocks Usyk out.
I want to say
okay. Go ahead, sir.
I want to say Usyk because I mean he's very he has got that footwork, but I mean then you bring up Ike's just relentlessness. He's just a massive guy, a massive guy who likes to fight. It's
and who is assertive, cuts off the ring, closes the distance extremely well, and doesn't mind letting his hands go, throwing over 60 punches around.
Yeah, and he doesn't. The thing about it is he doesn't. You know how guys like counter and they want to see what the other guy does? Ike doesn't do that. He just does his thing.
Yeah, and dude, what about his chin?
Yes, very good. Yeah, if you last with David Tua, I don't think a lot of guys are going to stop you.
Yeah, and so once again, that's a guy who never won a major world title in the 90s. Okay.
You really thought about this list, didn't you?
Well, hey, dude, I'm the host. So here we go. We're going to keep going, right? And this is just from the 90s, not including the badasses in the 70s, the golden era of heavyweights, right?
Yeah.
And we're not even counting Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, a guy who's got a granite chin and he's got a sledgehammer for in his gloves. Not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about Sonny Liston. We're not going to talk about Floyd Patterson. We're not going to talk about Ingemar Johansson, Matt Schmeling. We're not going to talk about those guys. We're not going to talk about Cassius Clay. We're not going to talk about Joe Frazier, a prime George Foreman, Ken Norton.
We're talking about 90s.
No, we're not even going to talk about Ernie Shavers. Right? We're going to stay in the 90s.
Let me see. What's the chat saying? Rich Porco.
They are speechless because we're just getting started. Okay, no. Once again, here we go. Let's stay in the 90s. Let's talk about Ike Ibuchi's opponent that night on one of the greatest fights we've ever seen on Boxing After Dark, HBO. David Tua Prime. David Tua with that lethal left hook, the guy who knocked out John Ruiz in 50 seconds.
No, I think Usyk beats David Tua.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, David Tua is a one-trick pony.
A Prime.
Yeah, Prime David Tua. No.
Okay. No. Once again, you're talking about Alexander Usyk, the guy who, against an old Derek Chisora, won on the 2 of the judges' scorecards, 7 rounds to 5 only.
I
said it.
But no, just by watching David Tua, I think Usyk runs circles around David Tua.
You think because of that Chris Bird matchup, that's why you're saying that?
No, I'm just saying Usyk has a great chin. He's got a great chin. He's got a good chin. He's got the footwork. He's got the lateral movement. He's got the Lomachenko style movement. He's got the Lomachenko style moves. I think David Tua is a one-trick pony. Once the middle rounds hit, his power is gonna go down because of fatigue, and then it's gonna be easy pickings for Usyk. I'm not saying Usyk's gonna knock him out because we're going against a Samoan. The guy is basically a boulder. So
so we're talking about a guy in his prime before the Lennox Lewis fight.
Yeah,
but let's just face it, that ruined him. And we have the story for Coach Shields. I'll have him repeat that story when he comes back on the air in 2025, right? So let's move on, shall we? Alexander Usyk versus Big Daddy Riddick Bowe. Prime.
That's
the one who beat Evander Holyfield to become undisputed.
Dude, fucking Riddick Bowe was massive.
Yeah, dude. Okay, I'm going to keep going.
Go.
Iron Mike Tyson in his prime in the late 80s.
Damn, I think Iron Mike beats him.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's not even like saying like, oh well, he beats him because fucking he's Iron Mike. He's knocking everybody out. It's like, dude, Iron Mike back when he was prime with Customato, very technical. Like one of the most technical fighters for having his style, not boxing at all. He's very technical on the inside.
Power, upper body and head movement. Yeah. It's a quick show. It's quick, right?
Yeah, I don't even think.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going here. The Evander Holyfield in his prime, who became undisputed champion and knocked out Buster Douglas in 4 rounds. That guy.
Fuck. That one I don't know. I don't know because I feel like Evander Holyfield was a small heavyweight. He was a cruiserweight.
Yes, sir. And he was arguably the greatest cruiser of all time.
Yeah, he won his world title against Kwai in his 12th fight.
Oh, that was a great fight.
It was a great fight, yeah. So
Muhammad Kwai. Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, so fuck, he was a very small heavyweight. I kind of think Usyk takes. I think Usyk takes the Evander Holyfield. Yeah, I think he takes him.
Oh my gosh, you're
I think he takes him. I think he takes him.
Okay, we're moving on, man. We're moving on. David Hay, the Haymaker, the guy who became undisputed champion at cruiserweight and knocks out, who beats Valuyev to win the WBA title.
Yeah, Usyk beats him. Usyk beats him.
You gotta be kidding me.
Bro, David Hay was never that great.
Dude, he's top 3 cruiserweight all time.
Yeah, guess who's number 1? Usyk.
Really?
Yeah, Usyk's top.
I don't know about that. Honestly,
Who's
David
number
Hayes'
1?
speed,
Who's number 1?
defense, power, I think is superior to. Now, come on. Let me ask you something. Usyk is a cerebral predator, and he's a great fighter. But what does he do exceptionally well?
I think his footwork and his movement are his base. If he did not have that, which he still does, if he did not have that, he would not be the guy he is. Well, I want to give you a good example of it, but he's not at that level. And I know you watch.
Hold on, Adam. Hold on.
Okay.
Before you move forward, I need to address this because this is kind of bugging me. Rich Porco, man, welcome to the show, sir, and Merry Christmas to you, my friend. He says fantasy fights are hard to go on. Then what the hell are you basing your opinion on?
About what?
No. He says this a couple minutes before. Usyk is top 15 all time. Well, what are you basing that off of if you're claiming fantasy fights are hard to go on? Then what the hell are you basing your claim on?
Accolades. I know that he's basing it on.
Come on, dude. Okay, hold on. Okay, so now you're comparing this era of fat asses to 15-round same-day weigh-ins. Really? Are you really doing that?
Fuck. I mean, that's the thing.
Okay. Once again, dude, it's apples to oranges. Now, come on. George Foreman in his prime?
George Foreman beats Usyk just based on
Larry Holmes?
And jab. Larry Holmes, I feel like Usyk might be able to, but Larry Holmes is very big and that great jab.
The Michael Speaks, who beat Larry Holmes, beats Usyk.
Yeah, dude. Michael Speaks was a badass.
Dude, he was heavyweight, great light heavyweight, all time. Dude, he's an all-time great.
Well, yeah, Michael Speaks has to be top 3 all-time great light heavyweights because you have Roy Jones.
Yes.
And Spinks went up from light heavy to heavy to beat Larry Holmes. That's insane. And Larry Holmes is an all-time great.
Okay, now that we're talking about Roy Jones Jr., the guy who beat the Huggy Man, John Ruiz, that guy versus Alexander Usyk.
I never really thought Roy Jones was that great of a heavyweight.
I don't think that Usyk is that great of a heavyweight.
But he beat good heavyweights.
Yeah, with on points with boredom.
No, you cannot even compare the quiet man, John Ruiz, to Joshua and Fury. You cannot even compare that.
Okay. How about this? James Toney at heavyweight, the guy who knocked out Evander Holyfield.
James Toney. No, I never really thought James Toney was a great heavyweight. I just thought he blew up. He couldn't stop eating that Burger King.
Yeah.
He couldn't stop eating the Burger King, and he just.
Well, we're just scratching the surface. Vitaly Klitschko.
I think I think Usyk best Ukrainian heavyweight of all time.
No, dude.
Yes.
No, dude.
I don't like.
Dude, you're going nuts now. You sound.
But
sir,
okay, no.
Like a jock rider right now.
No. Okay, no. One Klitschko, they're all the fucking same. No, Vitaly was a rugged guy. You know what? You proved me wrong. I will admit defeat when you did it. Vitaly probably beats Usyk. Vladimir doesn't.
You've got to be kidding me.
Vladimir doesn't.
Prime doesn't.
No. Vladimir was soft.
Look, dude, look. Alexander Povetkin in his prime, the undefeated guy, right? Beats Alexander Usyk, in my opinion.
No, the steroid user? No.
Yes.
No, not even close.
Yes.
Joseph,
hey, here, listen. Fun fact, guys. Alexander Povetkin tested positive for Osterine, the same substance
Brian Garcia
just tested positive for. Fun fact, guys.
Fun fact.
But no, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay. Lennox Lewis.
Oh, I think Lennox because Lennox was a dog.
Yeah. Okay.
Lennox was a dog.
Okay. Corey Sanders, the sniper.
Oh
Not T-Rex.
no, I think
Really?
Corey
The
Sanders.
guy who knocked out Vladimir in 2 rounds.
Yeah, because I already told you Vladimir was soft.
Oh, come on, dude.
I told you Vladimir was soft.
Dubois arguably knocked out Usyk with a body shot. Come on.
No, sorry. I'm sorry. I was drinking Miller. I was taking a sip out of my Miller Lite right there. No, I think we were talking about who are we talking about here?
Corey Sanders, the sniper, not T-Rex, the sniper in the 90s.
No, Corey
Look,
Sanders.
This isn't Oleg Moskayev. This is Corey the Sniper Sanders.
No, Corey Sanders boxed so fucking ugly, that South African piece of shit.
Oh my gosh, dude.
bad.
You're insane, dude.
He was so ugly. His style was so ugly. Usyk boxes circles around him.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So what you're saying is you're agreeing with Rich
Porco
that he's a top 15 all-time heavyweight.
I you know what, I think you said it. I don't know if you said top 20 or top 15, but you said
top 50.
No, you said top 50. No, you didn't, you maniac.
Yes, I did. I said top 50.
No, you did not say top 50.
Yes, he's a top 50 heavyweight.
Name the 49 above him.
He's a top. Oh, dude, I could easily rattle that off. He's a top 50 heavyweight, and he's a top 3 cruiserweight all time.
Yeah, I think he made.
Once again, you make it seem like I'm trying to diminish.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying you're trying to diminish.
He's not a heavyweight, guys.
I'm not saying
he's just smart enough and crafty enough. Like you said, well, you know, I wasn't all that impressed with Roy Jones as a heavyweight. Well, no shit. I'm sorry, but Tyson Fury, he is an old 36.
Yes.
And let's just face it, he looked like feces. He looked like feces on Saturday.
God damn, you got to get out.
He looked like Santa Claus.
You got to get out.
He looked like, dude, he came in 281. He looked like all flab. Like a bucket of goo. Yeah. And he was not assertive. He was there from mid to long range, just trying to win a fencing contest. Looked like an amateur fight.
Yeah, it was not good.
No, and after round 5, it was all Usyk until the final round, 12th round. And then Fury decides to try and turn it on. A little too late.
Yes.
I'm sorry, guys. I would even give Baby Joe Macy a shot.
No, now you're being insulting.
No, I'm not. Nope.
That's crazy, Baby Joe Macy.
Dude, why? He was undefeated when he retired.
Bro, he was a plant. He was a plant. He was like, let's get this Italian guy from New York.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Let's get him on HBO. I think we can make something out of it. That's what they did.
Look. The Layman Brewster who fought Sergey Liakovich. I think that guy stops Alexander Usyk.
The Layman Brewster that beat the soft Klitschko, Vladimir Klitschko, like I said.
Oh my gosh, dude, you're insane.
He may have a shot.
You mean the Klitschko who went on an 11-year undefeated streak? That guy?
Oh, come on, dude. You're fighting a bunch of fucking German hamburgers.
Oh my gosh, dude. All right, dude. This is enough. I love it, though. This is great. Adam, Merry Christmas, my friend.
Dude, I was about to say, dude, I'm going to fucking hang up this phone right now. I'm going to send you an Uber to fucking Speedway, or you meet me at Speedway, and we do the show at Speedway.
Yeah. You know, we might just go live again in a couple of hours at Speedway. How do you like that?
I'm at my house right now. My wife's at my mother-in-law's. I got to drive the car to the mother-in-law's. From mother-in-law's, I'll Uber to Culebra. Speedway.
Oh, Chingal, the Grissom Road location. Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, once again, guys, let's take a little break right now. We're going to have another edition of
Terrible fan takes on Twitter/X.
All right, guys, here we go. Hold on. Can you see this? Can you see this, brother?
Yeah, let me look.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it. I see the Instagram.
Now, here, listen to this. This is I take great exception to this because I am a huge proponent of bringing back 10-10 rounds, right?
Bringing back 10 rounds?
10-10 rounds, even rounds scored, right?
Yeah.
Judges need to start scoring more even rounds because why
Oh.
do you want an uneventful round to determine the winner of a fight?
Yes, I am a huge proponent of 10-10 rounds because the
Yep.
first round could always be a 10-10 round.
That's
Not
right. And more often than not, it should be. And more often than not, those are the rounds that determine the winner of the fight.
Yeah,
Now hold on. Now listen. Here we go. You ready for this terrible fan take? And this is, care of the boxing boys. Terrible idiots. Listen to this.
Then you bring this fucking dumbass robot into the sport and he giving out 10-10s. You need to fucking discontinue himself. Yeah, this dumbass motherfucker gave 10-10 rounds, man. What the fuck is that? Make that shit give a definitive winner every round. Not no 10-10 round. Shit crazy.
Yeah, the AI shit, it failed. It was disgusting.
You telling me Fury only won 4 rounds on everybody judges and 2 rounds on AI judges? Then you bring this fucking dumbass.
Okay. So their problem is that AI scored the fight 118-112, right?
Okay.
Which is basically 2 10-10 rounds.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
It's honest. With AI, I don't like artificial intelligence. I'm not a big proponent of it. I feel like we're killing ourselves with it. It may get smart, whatever conspiracy theory, blah blah blah. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that's honest scoring. There's no bias with AI. It's basically doing punch count, and I don't even know if it can do defense and ring generalship. But it's being honest and being a 10-10 round. That's very, very honest in scoring. I think there shouldn't be a definitive winner in a round because guess what? If somebody lands the same amount of punches, who won the round? That's why you have to take into account ring generalship, ring defense. You have to take other things into account. Body language. Whenever I watch fights, I take body language into account.
That's right. And in other words, in judge speak, effectiveness and consequence.
Yes.
That's it.
You can have a guy maul somebody to death, but then you look at it and you go, this guy's doing a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Case in point, that's exactly what I think of Alexander Usyk at heavyweight. He will beat you with just constant fading motion, and he picks guys who are counterpunchers by trade, aren't assertive, don't get off first. I'll tell you what, I would love to look if he beats Martin Bakole or someone who's an effective aggressor, Ajit Kabayel. If he beats Martin Bakole, if he beats Andy Ruiz, if he ever gets in shape again, if he beats someone who's an effective aggressor, this is why I brought up David Tua. This is why I brought up Ike Ibuchi. This is why I brought up Rocky Marciano. Joe Frazier. Those guys steamroll Alexander Usyk.
I don't know about Rocky.
I said it.
But
Hold on. G, give a big shout out and a Merry Christmas to my brother, partner in crime.
Oh, G Funky, what up?
G Funky Boxing. Oh, it's good to see you, my friend. Hey, let me ask you something.
Yo, you said the link? Fucking put G Funky on the fucking link.
Well, he's got family over. But look, I'll put her down anyway. Anyone who wants to join us, hey, put your headphones on, get your argument ready. Okay? Once again, we're all one big family here. We don't discriminate. And I need to give a big shout out to my brother Eric Gomez. Merry Christmas, my friend.
What up, Eric?
It's good to see you, brother. And thank you for supporting Adam Lopez on this day. And I don't know what this means, but Merry Christmas to you too, Rusty Cage. Sinful, wishful. I don't know what that is. And my brother SSP Diving. Merry Christmas to you, brother. God bless you, man. God bless you and your entire family on this day. And obviously, Merry Christmas to you, Rich Porco. Thank you for joining us, my friend. And so anyone who wants to get it on, brother, this Christmas, put on your headphones and don't be shy. Hey, we don't bite, man. And there it is. And there it is. Look, guys, let's take a break from the Usyk discussion.
Yeah.
We know, look, once again, that we're not trying to diminish his accomplishments. I'm not trying to diminish the fact that he is a great fighter and a first ballot Hall of Famer. But he's not a top 25, not top 30 heavyweight fighter like some people insist. I'm sorry, he's not. He's not. And I'm sorry, I don't see him beating either Klitschko brother. I don't, especially not Fatali, and definitely not Vladimir. Dr. Steelhammer? No way. He gets knocked out, guys, in his prime. Knocked out. You mean to tell me Emmanuel Stewart couldn't come up with a fight plan to beat Alexander Usyk? That's what you're saying.
No, you can't. Don't put a coach
Okay.
that. I think. Wait, I think that Usyk beats a lot of guys just based off what I see the other guy do. You can't be like get Eddie Futch and be like, well, he's going against this guy and Eddie Futch.
No. I'm just saying, Emmanuel Stewart. How often did Vladimir Klitschko lose when Emmanuel Stewart was his head trainer?
Not often. But
Once.
I mean, okay,
Once. It was Layman Brewster.
Layman Brewster.
Yeah, so that's when he first started being his head trainer.
Who was Corey? When was Corey Sanders? And then
No, that was Fritz Zadunik, brother.
What about AJ?
Anthony Joshua? That was Jonathan Banks.
Thanks.
Tyson Fury was Jonathan Banks. He only had one loss, and that was a dubious loss in which, well, look, I'm not going to talk about conspiracy, but look, I worked with Emmanuel Stewart for over 3 years, and Emmanuel Stewart insisted that was the biggest conspiracy that never was investigated. He said he truly believes in his heart of hearts that Vladimir Klitschko was poisoned.
Really?
Yeah. We'll talk about more of that off the air because because he had a case. He had, like he stated after the fight, they ran so many tests and they said Vladimir Klitschko, his iron levels were so high, he almost fell into a diabetic coma.
Damn.
Yeah. Now, once again, that's a guy who only lost one time with the greatest strategist and one of the greatest heavyweight trainers of all time, Emmanuel Stewart. Right?
Yeah.
In my opinion, the Hasim Rahman, who came in serious shape and knocked out Lennox Lewis, knocks out Alexander Usyk.
No, stop it.
What?
Stop it. Don't. Now, now you're just picking every fucking 90s guy to go against fucking Usyk.
Oh, you mean real heavyweights from one of the greatest eras of heavyweight boxing? Is that what you're saying? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I don't think.
Look, dude. This is exactly what I'm saying. Real heavyweight punchers. I think Sultan Ibragimov, aka Barney Rubble, stops Usyk.
No.
Yep.
You're just pulling. You're pulling out of just anybody in the 90s. I don't think.
No. That's my point. Those are real heavyweights who can punch. Usyk, come on now, dude. Come on. Great fighter, but not an all-time great. I'm totally siding with Tim Bradley here. Let's shift gears now, Adam. Your final thoughts on this, and we'll revisit at the tail end of the show. But your final thoughts on this for the time being, sir.
I think he's a top 20 all-time great heavyweight. But he for this generation, I think, fuck, you can't even really say this generation because a prime, like a 2017 Tyson Fury and a 2017 Deontay Wilder might beat Usyk.
No,
They
I think they do beat Usyk. And look, I'm going to say it right now. The Andy Ruiz who knocked out Anthony Joshua knocks out Alexander Usyk.
I don't think that. I don't think that either.
Okay. Well, now guys, staying with Alexander Usyk, right?
Yeah.
David Benavidez is in the news, and he said in a recent interview with the Boxing Boys, Chingao, that he would be open and he would like a fight with Alexander Usyk, but not for 5 or 6 years. So what, does he want to wait until he's 42 and 46 or 43?
That's crazy.
Dude, why on earth is Benavidez saying this, Adam?
That's just clout chasing at this point because you're like, oh yeah, well, that's basically what Jake Paul's doing. It's like, I'll fight you when you're 50 years old. Yeah, let's do that. It's like, no, just do it. If you're gonna do it now. But I mean, the guy can't even carry power to 75. So what are you talking about? Yeah. What's
See how stupid that is?
He's gonna make Usyk come down to what, 90? He's gonna make Usyk come down to 75, where he's never fought at before. It's like, bro,
okay,
stop.
Yeah. So while we're still on Dave Benavidez,
you haven't even.
Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother.
Be able to.
Lou Savary stops Alexander Usyk. No, that's a stretch, brother. Come on. No, he doesn't stop him. He only wins a decision, Jump to.
No.
I'm kidding, guys. Come on. But he's not a real heavyweight. Off the ropes. Welcome to the show, sir, and Merry Christmas to you guys. Someone's been sipping on Grandpa's old cough medicine. Klitschko eras was the weakest run. Okay.
Off the ropes.
Hold on. Vitaly Klitschko, guys. I don't think you remember how great Vitaly Klitschko was.
Vitaly was great.
Okay, no. Listen, the only 2 fights that he lost, he was winning on the scorecards at the time of the stoppage, and that was against Lennox Lewis and Chris Bird. He was leading on all judges' scorecards, though, at the time of the stoppage. And outside of those 2 fights, you can count on one hand how many rounds he lost throughout his entire career. That's how incredible and dominant Vitaly Klitschko was. It was almost unfair. Like, go back and watch his fights, guys. He would actually just touch you with those heavy hands. And he was extremely smart. He would hit you and then push you to the side, stepping around you so you couldn't counter effectively. Go watch him fight. It was downright unfair. And I was like, well, you know what? Vitaly Klitschko's dominant, but these are some boring fights, dude. Because he was, hold on. Rusty Cage, thank you for hanging with us. He says, are you sure the Tank fight is canceled? It's canceled. It's going to be canceled, guys. Look, I heard this 2 weeks ago. Okay? And off the ropes, he admits it. Yeah, I agree. Vitaly was crazy. Like, I don't think you guys remember this stuff. Like, go back and look at Vitaly Klitschko versus Corey Sanders. Go back and look at Vitaly Klitschko, Lennox Lewis. Vitaly Klitschko, Danny Williams. And, dude, go back and look at all of his fights. It's silly. He had a formula that was virtually impossible to win against. Go back and watch his technique. And he looks awkward as all get out. But it was super effective, Vitaly.
Oh, yes.
It looked super awkward, but it was super effective. What he would do is crack you with a 1-2, and he would shove you to the side.
And one thing about Vitaly, too, he wasn't like Vladimir. Vladimir was scared to go on the inside. Vladimir was...
Vladimir had no inside game. But I will say this, though.
Vladimir?
The Vladimir who knocked out Ray Mercer pieces up, man, Alexander Usyk.
Who? Oh, that Vladimir?
Yeah, the Vladimir was a machine back in the day, man. Before he got afraid of his own shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, guys, and I'd be remiss if I didn't give a big shout out to my brother in Christ, Big Luke. Merry Christmas to you, my friend.
What up, Big Luke?
And I tell you what, love Big Luke, man. He's such a great guy. I tell you what, keep on doing the Lord's work, my friend. God bless you and your entire family, brother. So let's move on, guys. Let's move on, shall we? And we're going to revisit Tyson Fury and what his future entails, and we're also going to visit Alexander Usyk, and that's going to be our closing segment for today, right?
Yeah.
But I would be remiss if I didn't touch on Memo Heredia and Team Benavidez accusing David Morrell Jr., Adam, and Ed Jackson of being on the juice. Now, look, you've worked with Ed Jackson before.
Yes, Ed's a very good friend of mine.
He is a great guy, and he is one of the few SNC coaches who actually knows boxing.
Yeah, he's a boxing guy first and foremost, and the strength
That's
guy.
right. Now, does Memo know boxing at all?
I do not know.
So this is, in my opinion, this is the pot calling the kettle charcoal, right?
Yes.
Because I'm sorry, Memo Heredia. Why is David Benavidez working with Memo Heredia, brother?
Well, obviously, because he can't carry the power to 75, so he needs a little help.
Yeah. And how's he getting that help?
Memo, obviously.
This is a guy who laughed at Veda and said, you know what? It's basically an IQ test. If you fail these tests, you're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
This is a guy who genetically engineers new banned substances, new PEDs that are undetected because they don't know them yet. And this is a guy who's accusing David Morrell. Now, once again, what is that old saying that my dad used to tell me? Guilty dog barks the loudest.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Adam, your thoughts on this, controversy, brother, coming from Team Benavidez and Memo Heredia, the same guy who had Juan Manuel Marquez in the fourth fight with Pacquiao coming in looking like an acne-ridden Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, no, dude. Like, Memo's reputation is so damaged in boxing that as soon as he steps foot or even mentioned in the camp, you already have accusations against you. And rightly you should. Because, I mean, nothing good has ever come out of him being in the camp. So if you're basically, that's doing like a whole thing of just like, what's the saying where you basically you blame everybody for what you're doing. You say, oh, this guy's a liar.
Guilty dog barks the loudest.
And that's what you're doing. You're lying. Basically, oh yeah, he's doing that. He's doing that. He's going against your political opponents. He's going to try to jail them, and that's what you're trying to do the whole time.
I love it because that is a perfect analogy.
Yeah,
that is a perfect analogy.
I'm trying to say last 4 years.
Perfect analogy, my friend. And look, that's exactly what's happening here, brother. And so I'm sorry. Morrell, like, where's this coming from? And I think you're absolutely right, because Morrell, in accordance with the WBA Clean Fighter Program, he's enrolled in Veda already. He represents the WBA and Gilberto Mendoza. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so where is this coming from?
Obviously, just Memo.
I think you're absolutely right. Guilty dog barks the loudest.
Yeah, I mean,
don't be shocked, guys, if David Benavidez, look, he's not going to fail because Memo knows how to pass this stuff.
It's
right?
not hard, to be honest.
Yeah. Look, guys, why do you think they wait so long to sign the contracts in this era? Because they don't start testing until both men sign on the dotted line in a major fight.
Yeah.
Do you remember back in the day, back in the 90s, they used to announce the fight like 4 or 5 months in advance?
Yeah, that's one of the craziest things is I never thought of back in the day. They were like, oh yeah, De La Hoya is going to fight Ike Corte. And they would tell you 6 months in advance. HBO that in the schedule, they go, they this fight, Eric Morales, this fight,
Yep.
all bangers, and they go, and then in June, September, or May, Oscar.
Nowadays, they
Yeah.
wait till as long as possible to announce a fight, sometimes less than 2 months
Yeah.
until the fight date. And why? Because they don't start testing until they sign on the dotted line and announce the fight.
Yeah, because then like you find out, oh, Tank's gonna fight this guy like a month before the fight, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep, guys, that's their loophole. That's how they get around testing, right? That's how they do it. So there it is, guys. But look, let's stay on this because I love this fight. And look, I don't, dude. Right now, let me give you the odds right now. According to most racing sports books, David Benavidez is a slight betting favorite at -180, with David Morrell Jr. a very live +140 betting underdog. Do you agree with those odds? And what is your initial preview and prediction of this great matchup?
I'm kind of familiar with David. Not David. Or they're both David. David Morales.
Yeah. Well, look, guys, I'm putting out an article, and it's going to be titled, and we're doing some work for Team Morrell. And so the article is going to be called "The Coronation of King David: Boxing's Next Superstar Will Be Crowned on February 1st." Pretty good, right? Benavidez versus Morrell, because David's going to win. Right? So we're dubbing this event, and you're going to hear this more and more and more as we go. And thanks be to God, I thought of this angle. The Coronation of King David, boxing's next superstar in the American market. Pretty good, right?
Very good, because you can go both ways.
Yeah, I still have it, man, from all the publicist work I used to do back in the day. And I love this part of it, coming up with the creative angles on how to promote the fight, how to promote the fighters. I miss that stuff. One thing I don't miss, though, is getting attached to fighters and then seeing them get KTFO'd right there at ringside. Now, thank God I never saw that with you. But, oh boy, it broke my heart. And they're going to remain nameless, the guys that happened to me. And I considered these guys family. And at one point, I was like, you know what? I just can't take it anymore. I can't put myself through this. This is too painful for me. It was like physically painful for me. It was like staring at the sun, watching my brother, who I considered family, get knocked out right in front of me. I couldn't do it, Adam.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, dude, it's hard. That's an understatement. But let's go back to this. Benavidez Morrell. Once again, Benavidez is a slight betting favorite, and I'm assuming this is based on ring experience, right?
Yeah.
But David Morrell Jr. has over 300 amateur fights. And he's ambidextrous. He's a switch-hitting badass. And he's got skills. He is arguably one of the most, if not the most, athletic fighter in boxing. So this is tough. I mean, he's got reflexes. He's got speed. He's got power. He's got skills. And he's a switch hitter. He's got skills from multiple ranges. He can fight you in my opinion, he's a much better fighter on the inside than Benavidez is.
The one thing about David Morrell, too, is his transition to becoming an American professional. Ooh. Very, very smooth. Because you have a lot of Cubans, even Arislandi, another Ronnie, doesn't like to fight on the inside. David, very, very comfortable with inside work.
Yeah. And look. And once again, he does not fight like your typical Cuban fighter.
He does not. He fights like an American professional.
Yep. He's going to be very tough to beat. Here's the thing. Here's the only intangible and the big question mark. How does he take a good punch?
We'll find that out. And then,
We're
you know
going to
what?
find out on February 1st. And in my opinion, Adam, that's the only reason why Benavidez is favored.
Yes, you're all right, because I mean, I'm not trying to be a nationalist, but let's be honest. A lot of the Cubans don't really have great chins.
Well, yeah, look at Yuriorkis Gamboa.
Yes.
Look at Guillermo Rigondeaux.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot
Oh
of
man.
fucking Casamayor.
Oh man. Joel Casamayor was a great fighter though, dude.
Have a good, you have a good chin.
Oh,
Forget
dude.
that fight. That was incredible.
Oh my gosh, dude. Casamayor was in so many great fights. Like so many great fights at 35. That was a great era of 35 pounders.
It was.
But look, let's go back to this. In my opinion, I can see this fight playing out where David Morrell is dominating the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And he's dominating, doing the fight, doing everything perfectly, keeping the fight from mid to long range, consistently turning the bull, keeping the fight in the center of the ring, and he's up 5 rounds to 2. And then all of a sudden he gets caught in the 8th.
But
I could totally see that happening. So, in the immortal words of Yogi Berra, oh yeah, he's doing pretty good until he wasn't. Right?
yeah,
I could totally see that happening. But, and we have no way of knowing, man. I mean, because we've never seen David Morrell ever have to fight through adversity. Because let's just face it, he only has, 10 fights?
yeah. No, I think he's got a little bit more. We should box track it real quick. Hang on.
Yeah, let me look at box rep real quick, brother, okay? Because he has
like 12.
No. Hold on, dude. He is 11-0 with 9 knockouts.
Yeah, you're right.
Honestly, that's the biggest knock. Once again, the great Don Chargan always taught me, hey, you know what, Joseph? Don't get too high on a prospect until you see how well he can take a good punch. And even though he's had a red belt twice for the WBA, he's still considered a prospect in my eyes.
I don't know. You know my stance on reg belts, so I know that. But I mean, I don't think he's a prospect. He's a legit contender.
No. He's a legit contender, but he's still he's not proven. He's unproven. That's my point. It's like we've never seen how he looks. Like, put it this way. Do you remember J-Rock before he got knocked out by Charlo? Everyone was like, oh man, he's the heir apparent. He's going to become champion. He's a great fighter, until we saw that he didn't have a great set of whiskers. Right?
Yeah, but then he beat the banana and became a unified world champ.
Jason Rosario. Yeah.
Yes.
But what the hell are we talking about there?
We were talking about basically guys who.
No. I know what we're talking about. I'm like, what does that even say, though? That's Jason Rosario. A guy who was knocked out by a jab to the stomach by Charlo.
Still a world champion.
Oh, Chingao. Technically, Lou Savarese was a WBO world champion.
Come on. Lou, friend of the show.
Oh, I love Big Lou, man. He's one of the best guys.
Very good promoter.
Yeah, dude, he's a very smart guy. He is in real estate, and yeah, he's an excellent promoter.
Yeah.
I used to call a lot of his fights. In fact, that's how I started in the commentary business. Kind of by accident. I was just covering one of his fights, and he comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, Joseph, our guy didn't show up. He was supposed to call a fight for me, and our crew is here. And is there any way we could just put a mic on your lapel, and could you call these fights while you're doing your thing?" And I'm like, "I've never done it before, Lou." Yeah, well, you know what you're looking at, man. I've talked to you, and you know what you're looking at. So let's try it. And I did it, and I didn't think anything of it. And then he calls me up like 3 days later, and he goes, "Hey, You know, those videos are up. Have you seen them yet? And I said, no, man, send me the link. He goes, are you sure you've never done this before?
They're really
And
good.
I said, swear, man. He goes, you know what? You're going to get a lot more work from this. And I did. And it was amazing. I never even thought of doing that before.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, okay, what would Jim Lampley do? What
That
would
is-
Barry Tompkins do?
Yeah, that's the best.
And that's what would Howard Cosell do? And that's what I based everything off of. And yeah, that's what got me started. And that was like, oh my gosh, that was like 15, 16 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so Big Lou, I have Big Lou to thank for that, man. So look, let's go back. Benavidez is going to be up against it. This is a guy, and did you see the press conference where he's like, oh yeah, man, it's like he looks like RoboCop. And he's not wrong.
Yeah.
This guy has horrendous footwork. But then David Benavidez countered with an excellent point. Basically saying, oh, yeah, that's what everyone says until I knock him out. Before I knock him out, okay, what's going to be different here? Because that's what everyone says, and they're doing well until they aren't against David Benavidez. And a lot of that has to do with his chin. He is an extremely durable fighter. So who do you give the edge to in this fight, man?
I mean, we can only give the edge to Benavidez because we know Benavidez. That's the thing. There's a lot of question marks with Morrell. So
look, the only question we have, Adam, is can he take a punch?
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only question we have because strategically, skills, power. I'm sorry, man. Because Benavidez, like him or not, he's never been a one-punch guy. Dave Morrell is. This is a guy who can clean your clock with one good shot. He's got the power edge. He's got the edge in athleticism. He's got the edge. He's a switch hitter. He can fight in every range proficiently. Inside, mid-range, mid to long.
Yeah.
He's got the edge in footwork. He's got the edge in athleticism. He is a skilled badass. Tactically, I give Morrell the edge all day long. But we don't know about that damn chin.
Yeah, and we can't disagree.
I tell you what, guys, it can't come soon enough. February 1st. Boy, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, we'll pick up this discussion before the fight, the week of the fight, as well as Groundhog's Day the following day. How do you like that?
Let's go.
But I tell you what, I would be remiss if I didn't give a big shout out to Dean Steam Engines. Merry Christmas, brother, and thank you for hanging with us. Also, Rusty Cage, salute to Memo. Woo! TM, Merry Christmas, my friend. And this is going to be one hell of a fight. Yes, sir. And also, my brother, Bruce Cass, Boxing Jazz and more. Great ambassador for the sport. Love you, brother. And Merry Christmas to you, my friend, and your entire family. Look, Bruce the Thief. Look, guys. He gets a pass. He gets a pass in my mind, right? In my opinion, he gets a pass. Not any of you guys, but he gets a pass. Look, as long as Bruce has been a fan, right? As long as Bruce has been a fan, he's been expected for over 5 decades to pay for every single major event in boxing, right? So, in my opinion, someone who's been a fan of paying customers that long, yeah, he boxing owes him a little bit. Wouldn't you agree, Adam?
Yeah, maybe, probably.
Yeah, my brother Champ Ross. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Look, we're already an hour in, brother, and we know we're on borrowed time with you, Adam. And once again, we want to thank you for being here and spending time with us on Christmas. But I have to. I have to close everything with this. Have we seen the end of Tyson Fury?
We watched it. We watched it in real time with Usyk. I mean, if he can't beat Usyk 2 times in a row, there's no rubber match. We already seen what can happen. So, I mean, it's the end of era. We just got to accept it.
Yeah. But no, I'm saying, is he going to retire?
Oh, he should.
Or is the last fight? Is he going to retire after a fight of geezers for the Battle of Britain in Wembley Stadium with over 90,000 in attendance this next summer, and then he's going to ride off into the sunset after that?
Yeah, please don't do it.
Yeah.
We don't need to know. That what do you call it? That ship has already sailed. We don't need. To, yeah, it's not. There's no lore to it. In the UK, probably there is, because they're fanatics. But here in the United States, why do we want to watch two old men fight?
Yeah. Look, after the last two performances of AJ and Fury, I'm sorry, I'm not excited for this fight.
I'm really not. Yeah, so
I'm not. I'm more excited to see Dubois versus Parker.
Yeah, really, to be honest, yeah. But yo, Joseph, I gotta go right now.
Well, I tell you what, give us your party shots, and we're gonna say goodnight, guys.
Dude, Merry Christmas, you guys. I love being part of this family, and we'll see you guys soon.
Merry Christmas, Adam. We love you too, brother. God bless all of you guys. On behalf of the great Adam Montequilla Lopez, I'm Joseph Aaron. You've been listening to Warwick Boxing. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Affordable Dentures proudly presents Adam Montequilla Lopez.